Hello, thanks for joining us today. In this video, we will be creating a parametric building utilizing the distance and coincidence constraints within the Modeling tab. First, we will insert some walls into our modeling window. Let's start with adding some external walls. We will create a basic rectangular structure here as shown. Then, with that done, let's add some internal wall structuring too. We can select this internal wall and then we will just add it to our model as shown here. To control the length of the walls, we can pick these distance constraints. In this example, my width is going to be 10 meters. And then with that set, we will repeat with the length and set it to 15 meters. The internal wall we can set to a constraint of say 4 meters. With that all selected and the distance constraints added, you can then pick them and move the mouse up and right slightly, and then quickly and easily change the shape of your building by amending your constraints value as shown. Next, we can add a window to our model. For this example, we will select this window here. We then, when back in the model and placing the window, right-click and choose Distance from Point. This also adds a distance constraint automatically. We will then select the distance of 2.5 meters. Let's add one on the right-hand side, changing the reference point when we do so. Let's also add a door to our model. We will select an exterior design door for this example. With that selected, we again will, when selecting to add the door to the model, right-click and use Distance from Point. With that now completed, we will navigate to the 3D model. Within our 3D model view, if I want to change my building heights, I can go to Settings, Location and Height, and then 3D Levels. Within here, we can amend our wall height by clicking the dimension and typing in our new required value. We have here our structural sublevel of 0 and the below ceiling level of 0. In between we have our ground floor wall, the height we have set at 2,400 or 2.4 meters. Okay, now let's go over to our roof layout and swap from our 3D to our 2D view. I will then bring in our ground floor wall structure as a reference drawing. I then save the project to refresh it. And now I will go on to right click and add a gable roof. I'll model the points of the roof as shown, and then for this example, we will just select OK to use the default properties displayed for the gable roof. I then escape from the command. Once I've done that, I then set the roof overhang by using the distance constraint command again. Let's make it 300. And for this step, it's important that we select the Controls Eve Height command before we press OK. Let's move over to the other side and repeat the same again over there. Now for the gable side, we can make that also 300, but this time without Control Eves selected. we can use coincidence to link those two together, and again also these two lines together. And then we will use an equal distance to choose the same two lines applied to the opposite side framing line and the gable line as well. Now we can choose here and amend it to 450, and it will amend both sides. Or we can go to the wall layout and say amend that to 20,000 for example, and click enter. And then when we go to our 3D model, as you can see, the roof also stretches and amends itself to suit the change. Thanks for checking out this video on parametric modeling. Check out our other videos for more great tips on how to get the most from your Vertex software today.